Guys, how you doing? I am in the middle of a family holiday and it's time for a break. So I've suggested we book ourselves into a very nice hotel called Aphrodite Hills, which just so happens to have a golf course. So Daddy is going to get some time to go play golf, do some filming. I've brought no clubs in, we've got no equipment with me whatsoever. So I'm going to hire a set of clubs, we'll do a what's in the bag on the first tee and then we'll crack on. Yeah, I'm going to leave you with me. Happy days. Right, we've made it to the resort. Massive thank you to the hotel for letting us check in super early. I have collected my rental sets and I am on the golf course. Now, the stigma behind rental sets at golf clubs is pretty poor, isn't it? Everyone just expects a really kind of rubbish set. Here, I have been given TAYLORMADE SIM 2s, which, let's be fair, are pretty good. Maybe what is that, Sim 2, is that 4 years old maybe? 3-4 years old? And they're all stiff shafts, so the shaft wise is not going to be too bad. I play X-Flex, so I'm going to have to try and manage them a little bit. If I'm going to be expecting to see a bit more height, maybe a little bit of a loss of distance, certainly a lot more spin on the driver, and maybe a little bit of a kind of struggle with control of direction. Going through the bag, we've got a lovely looking TP Collection Brandon 3 putter, 56 degree high toe, proper wedge that. I actually really like the high toes, never gamed them, but I'm excited to use them this week. Sim 2 irons we've got from 5 to pitching wedge. Going into hybrid, not a club that I game at all, don't have a hybrid in my bag. 3-wood, we've got the Sim 2 Max, and on the driver, we've got the Sim 2 Max head as well. So kind of a very spinny head for me, with a kind of a softer shaft than what I'm used to as well. So again, I'm gonna have to try and manage it. I'm gonna ease myself into it. I'm gonna find a hole that's a little bit wider open. I've got a bit more confidence off the tee because I could hit the big block to the right, or because the shaft is a little bit softer, I could kind of manipulate it and get the kind of power draw off to the left. So I'm gonna find my way into the round before I get this out. Front nine here at Aphrodite Hills, by the way, is absolutely phenomenal. I played here with some clients I brought out a couple of years ago. It's tricky, tree-lined, picturesque, perfect, beautiful. You're going to enjoy this video. So let's see if I can shoot under par with a set of rentals. That's all right.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's a good start. Right, we're in the middle of a little shower, but it's not too bad. It doesn't normally rain here. I've literally been coming here for 36 years. I've seen it rain 5 times. Right, and that's thunder. Should be fine though, eh? 157 to the middle of the green, slightly downwind. I've got a 9-iron. TAYLORMADE Sims, I'm expecting them to go a long way, so this should be plenty of club, if not even too much. Oh, it's a little blocky. Maybe catch the right edge of the green. And then bounce right and off the green for the first chip of the day. All right, looks like he kicks right and into a bunker. Jumper's momentarily gone on. It does get cold when that sun vanishes. Very short-sided here though, big run off to the side. Greens here are insane. It's the week after the Masters when I'm filming this, and it literally is like the Augusta of Europe, of Cyprus. The greens are insane. So I can't go at that. I'll be back down there. I need to hit this left. Almost gonna take my medicine. Just pop it out towards that left side. Try and get it as close as I can left of the flag. Sit, sit, sit. Hopefully, just hung on to that last little bit of fringe. Played it quite well. It would be safe to say this is a less than ideal start. I can try and get myself up and down for that bogey that I was aiming for from the bunker anyway. It won't be the worst thing. But the rain is teeming down. Sit. Oh. All right, to not get absolutely drenched, I'm just going to pop this in, take some shelter. Phew. Saved a 5. Right, shelter. Wow, short shower over, clear blue sky coming in. That was intense. Right, bogey start, not ideal. You probably wonder why I'm out with a 5-iron. I'm not overly comfortable with hybrids. This is a pretty straight hole, 336 yards to the middle of the green. So with a perfect drive, I can get there. What I've got to be careful of, because I'm using stiff shafts, it's very easy for me to get the club more stuck than what I normally do. I normally swing it slightly on the inside. My bad shot is the stuck shot and pushed it out towards the right-hand side, like I did with the approach shot on the last hole. So with stiff shafts, I'll do that even more so. So I'm trying to play clever. Not a word you often associate with me, but I'm trying my best. I'm going to pop this down the fairway. Decent strikes, just turning it over. Should be short enough though. Yeah, way short of trees, so absolutely no issue there. That's why we've hit the 5-iron. Right, decent enough approach, 120 to the front of the green, slightly downwind. I've not got a gap wedge in there, I've got a pitching wedge or a sand. Sand would normally go 115, so I'm gonna have to really ease off on a pitch. And again, I expect this type of club, the Sim kind of more game improvement iron, to go further than what I'm normally hitting a pitching wedge. So I'm really going to try and dial in like a 110, 115 shot in my head. So a little punchy wedge, 120 to the front. Yeah, we're safely on the green and it's breaking towards the flag. I like it, I played it well. I played here about 4 or 5 times. I brought a group of clients that I was coaching here for 5 days coaching and playing. What a week that was. If you're interested in a coaching week here at Aphrodite Hills, do let me know. Drop me an email, andy@playgolfdubai.com. We're just putting some packages together for November of this year. So if you're interested, let me know. But by the way, that shot turned out amazing. Unintentionally, because I didn't know it did this, but look at the slope. As I'm hitting it, it goes left to right, back down the hill, right to left as you look at it, and I've ended up with a very makeable birdie opportunity, which would get me back to level par. Oh, it's a glorious day now that rain has passed. Beautiful weather. This putter looks amazing, by the way. I'm feeling this, guys. Right to lefter. Nope. Low. Shock. Carter. It's low, and wow, missed it by 4 foot. Par. 1 over through 2, and not the worst start in the world. Next tee shot. Insane. Look at this. I'm going to be teeing off from that tee box. It's a 250-yard carry to the fairway on the other side. It's so good. Guys, I actually don't think this tee's open. We're going to be a little bit naughty here and hit one because it's too good of a tee shot to turn down. 565-yard par 5 over this massive canyon. I've not actually, believe it or not, I've actually never in my life hit a Sim. I've got a Sim Max, so this is forgiving. Stiff shaft. I'm expecting to kind of lose it a little bit right, so I am aiming slightly more down the left in case I do get a bit of a blocky one, but I'm hitting a little cut now anyway with the driver, so. Oh, didn't cut at all, it's had a little draw if anything. Should be fine there though, if memory serves me right. Yeah, there it is, it's just bouncing. What a tee shot, it's an exciting tee shot. Even if you feel like you're not going to make it, you just want to hit one, don't you, because it's amazing. Right, so that's where we came from. That's where we're going. It's a huge dogleg left, so you won't be able to see anything anyway. It's got a 5-iron in hand. Just going to try and almost fluke a layup because I'm not 100% sure on my distances and where I'm actually hitting to. There's the strike. Happy days. I managed to sit. It's a bit right of the it's all right. Right, it would be safe and accurate to say that I'm zigzagging my way through this hole. Missed the fairway left, now I've missed it right. I'm actually on the next hole, to be fair. But got 150 to the front, 166 to the middle, slightly downwind. I can't really see where the flag is because it's above where I am, so the green, I can't see any of the green. I'm just gonna punch an 8-iron in there, just try and get it front to middle of the green and obviously hope that the flag's there as well. That is all over the flag, guys. I've got no idea if it's the right distance. It reacted as if it landed on the green. So we could have a birdie putt after all that. Right, decent approach. Ball reacted and stopped fast. Chance of a birdie. I don't feel hugely confident about this. The slope, I've not quite figured out the full slope yet. Should be right to left. Speed is going to be tricky with that little bit of downpour we had. Uphill. God, this would be a lovely birdie to have. Not hit it, guys. I've gone low again. Look how much that's broke off that slope. Right, okay, little par. Oh, just about made it. Still 1 over through 3, not bad. Right, fourth hole, 395 yards, straight downhill, down and into the wind, I should say as well. Obviously I can't get close to this, but I'm gonna try and get as close as I can. Now I've seen a bit of a shape off the tee, what I can expect from the shaft. I'm a little bit more confident just bashing this down there and getting up and down. Lost it, where has it gone? Oh, there it is. Bit cutty, possibly found the fairway bunker, which I'll be honest with you, would be very annoying. It's the only bunker on the hole, or until he gets to the green. My spin rate, so normally spin rate on a drive, you're expecting around 2.5. Because obviously this is not fit for me, I bet I'm at like 3,500 RPM on this because it is just going up. Thankfully finished short of the bunker and left of it anyway. 150 front, 170 middle. Flag is right on the very front though, so it's about let's call it 160, 165. Slightly into the breeze, ball hanging above my feet, so I'm gonna hit a big draw off the right bunkers. Hopefully, just be enough just to creep me onto the front edge because that'll leave me an uphill putt as well. Oh, there's the shape. Oh, there's the shape, it's on the money. Oh guys, that was like Mac Boucher inspired. Guys, if you are new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. It does make a massive difference to the channel. Playing places like this, bringing you some hopefully relatively good golf, because that, by the way, I'm very impressed with myself. That was a very good approach shot. Big slingy draw off the lie, use the draw. Uphill now, left to right putt for a birdie and to get myself back to level par. Uphill into grain as well, it looks. Birdie. Birdie time. Love that. Right, back to level par. We move. Right, fifth hole, par 3, spectacular, spectacular. 126 front, 157 back, so it's a massive green with 2 tiers as well. Now the flag to me is at the back top tier, so it's past the middle of the green, which is 140. It is crazy downwind though, uphill as well. So we're probably looking at hitting this about 150, but downwind. So I've got a 9-iron. That, my friends, is a very, very professional shot. Slap bang, middle of the green, pin high, birdie chance. Happy enough with that shot, to be fair. Downwind, distance, uphill, so that's always a difficult combination to try and figure out kind of what's what. So I've got an outside chance of birdie. Another right to lefter, across the slope. Probably not hit it again, have I? Just took that low side. Right, my plan before the end of this video is to hit one high and pass the hole. Very close to Paphos Airport, ideal for golf trips. Right, 539 yard par 5 into wind. It's definitely a 3-shotter today. Just got to avoid the bunkers really. Keep this well, down the middle of the fairway. gone so high. So yeah, as I mentioned already, this driver is not obviously for me, but what we're going to try and do is manage it, keep the ball in play, and that's how we're going to score. You're going to score by keeping the golf ball in play, not today by maximising my distance. That's not what I'm going to be able to do, but I keep it in play, play the 3-shotter, chances of birdies and par. To give you an idea of how long this hole is playing, so normally when I've been here before, the 2 trees just kind of either side of the fairway there's where I normally hit my drive to. I actually think last time I played it, I was slightly further forward on the tee. I've been right at the very back there today. So into wind with a spinny driver and a stiff shaft, like a weaker shaft for me, I've hit this 240 yards. I've got 300 yards to the middle of the green. I'm out with the old 3-wood. I'm going to try and get this up there as close as possible. More room right than left, and the flag's on the left as well. So I've got plenty of room to play with down the right. I am going to try and just be a little bit cheeky with this and put it a bit further back in my stance. Just try and get a slightly lower one. Just got to make sure I keep that club out in front of me on the way down. If I get it stuck in someone's lunch. Right, further back in my stance, more centre, just literally forward of centre here. Oh yes, what a ball flight, ripped it. Should leave myself about 50 yards short of the green, but that was, maybe more actually, it's into wind, isn't it? But that was pure. Right, this is going to be a very tricky 3rd shot. 80 yards to the back, 60 to the middle. It's past the middle, and if I hit it in the middle, it's going to probably roll back towards the front, 'cause it's quite a big slope. Into wind, which is going to create more spin. Lovely tight nippy lie, good golf ball, good wedge. It's a spinny one, this. 77, I should say, to the very back edge. So I'm literally thinking in my head, 75-yard shot, and it should zip as well. I've watched the Masters, I'm feeling confident. I feel like I'm a world beater now after watching that. Oh my God, I am a world beater. Hopefully this is just a formality and to go 1 under par. Now, don't want to big myself up too much, but the importance of keeping the ball in play, as I mentioned on the tee, has just come to fruition, almost by pure fluke. But I knew the driver wasn't going to go very far. Spinny head into wind, made the best of my 2nd shot. 3rd shot was literally the best wedge shot I've probably hit since I was 12, and tapping for a birdie, 1 under. It's the next hole, by the way, which is absolutely phenomenal and one I would love to birdie. I've never birdied it. It's insane. Welcome to the 7th hole, Aphrodite Hills. This is one of my favourite par 3s ever. 156 yards to the middle of the green. And let's be fair, it is definitely all carry. Into wind, straight across the canyon. I have got a, what do I need here? I'm going to hit a little A-time, just a little punchy number. Try and control the trajectory. If I pop an I-9 too high and the wind gets it, it is game over and we're down with the snakes. Right, little punchy 8-iron. 160 middle of the green. Oh, ripped it. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Oh, that makes me happy. Right, what an opportunity to birdie a pretty awesome hole. Uphill, right to left. I've got this. Oh, low. Missed another one low. It's an easy par though, and you take par on that hole. Still level par. 2 to go. Right, very short par 4. I've actually hit the green on here once. It's 330 to the middle, but there's no way I'm hitting it today. It's back into wind, and it's pretty much all carry once you get past about 280, just because it just becomes so narrow. So I've got a 5-iron. Gonna hit it up towards the right because it will slope from right to left. Perfect. Should just come round once it lands. Guys, I will tell you one thing for absolutely free. This flag is stinky. It is like back edge, back right. Missing right, missing long is absolutely dead at this stage, especially level par 1 to play, or 1.5 to play. 150 to the back of the green, 100 to the front. Gives you an indication that it's 50 yards of green. Wind into and off the right, 126 to the middle. So I want about a 140 yard shot. I'm actually going to play a wedge because I know a wedge can't reach the back of the green, but I know it can get past the middle, and that's really what I want. I was tempted to punch a 9-iron, but if I catch it too good and it lands at the back and then hops over the back, it is gonna. It needs to sit though, it's just pulled on me a little bit. Right, I've hit the back edge of the green, I've hit the back left side of the green, so I'm gonna have a massive putt. It's 50, about 50 foot. 2 putts here would be, well, miraculous to be honest. Sit, sit, sit. Oh guys, sit, 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 wind, hit it, hit it, hit it. I've hit it too far. I knew this slope was here. It's the first putt today I've actually got past the hole and I've absolutely wrapped it past. I've gone 3, 6, 10 foot past. This is actually one of the holes that I put in the bank at the start of my round. A good birdie opportunity. So when if I bogey it, it'll definitely feel like a 2-shot swing the other way. Really fancy myself walking off with a, well, to be fair, the flag was difficult anyway, but fancy myself walking off 1 under par. Got to hole this 10 feet up the hill. Nice stroke, nice putt, good strike, held its line, read it well. That is a huge, huge relief. 1 to play, and the next tee shot is insane, like a 90-degree dogleg. Right, last hole looks like we're just about going to beat the weather. It's just come in another bit of a rainy front. 220 to reach the bunkers in the distance. Wind's off my back, it goes dogleg left as well. Might be a bit too far right. It might be in the spot of bother. I wasn't lying about a spot of bother. I've got 160 yards to the middle of the green. Wind is straight into and off my back. It's amazing how much the cold front just suddenly appears. Behind that cloud is more blue sky. But for today, this is the last hole. So, up and down for birdie, straight to the bar, all inclusive, couple of beers with the family, beautiful end to the day. First of all though, big cut with a 7-iron punch round this tree in front of me. I've played it. I've actually overcut it. Oh, I've actually overcut it. So I'm in the greenside bunker. Then, whoa. Right, I got lucky because I'm not in the bunker. I've got a very good chance of chipping this in. Yeah, not just getting up and down, folks, chipping it in. Nice strong wrist action. Just control the face. Ah, the line, didn't it? You see it starting to break? Right, I'm going to leave you guys there. I'm going to run onto the green and hopefully hole out. Golf clubs that don't belong to me, I've managed to adapt, play pretty well. A couple of sketchy shots in there, but rescued myself a couple of times. Massive thank you to Aphrodite Hills Golf Club. Incredible place. If you are interested in a coaching trip with myself, one will be coming very, very soon. So drop me an email of interest at andy@playgolfdubai.com and let's chat. But guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to go and shelter myself with a beverage.